Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Lori from Tiori, and welcome back to another episode of Nusantara. And so let's get this thing started. While adrenaline pumping in my blood, I ran all the way to the dead forest's border, with occasional stops to be checking the surroundings, or maybe the patrolling warriors, or again, maybe the patrolling warriors. I was lucky though. The villagers and the warriors were too preoccupied with the festival, so the security around the forest borders was less than normal. Alright, so I found him around here, and this is the border of the dead forest, so I should go northeast. Even though the map Granny Sukuma gave me was old and a little barren, it was all I had. At least now I knew the structure of the island. If I ever got lost, I would just need to follow the beach until I found a river, which led to Hakuna Falls or one of the avian villagers. There's no sign about where the exact location of Rexa's village is, so I guess I'll just need to wander around until I find it. I scratched the back of my head. But I think the Komodos won't be thrilled if I just walk through the village's main entrance. Should I go around it or enter from behind? Oh well, I'll think about this a little later when I find his village. Not a great idea, Tamara. Nodding to myself, I stepped into Komodo's territory and began my small journey. And hopefully we can find Rexa. Yep, and of course, we probably didn't get anywhere. Where the heck is this village? I almost yelled in frustration, but decided against it since I didn't want to attract any unwanted attention. I think I just passed this tree, or is it a different one? It had been hours and the dead forest looked very much the same no matter where I went. Dead or dying trees with ironically beautiful colors, red, orange, yellow, and a little green. There was no path, so I could only guess where to go. Am I lost? I should really mark the trees, but I didn't bring anything to mark them with. I really began to regret my decision for not bringing anything else and silently cursed my overconfidence. Yeah, Tamara, that's a really bad idea. All I want to do is find Rexa, I murmured. Someone is coming. Rexa? Yes? No? I stepped back with as much stealth as I could muster and hid behind a thick bush. And let me tell you, I am not stealthy. Hate stealth games. My suspicion was soon confirmed when I saw two Komodo warriors appear and walk to where they once stood. Or where I once stood. This scent is fresh right here. Ugh, the scent is everywhere. How did this avian manage to avoid our patrol for so long? She's in our territory, for God's sake. I don't know, she must be very skilled. Oh, that's funny. I almost snickered hearing this conversation. I'm one fine human, alright. I somehow managed to avoid their radar. Lucky me. Wait a minute. Shit, he's coming this way. Should I ambush them or run? Sweet God, I can't even outrun them. As the Komodos walked closer and closer to my hiding place, my mind became blank. I didn't know what to do since I knew that I didn't have a chance to outrun them. I remember about Rexa's and Mitra's battle, and considering how swift Rexa could move with the not fully recovered leg, imagine how healthy Komodos could move, man. I'm not winning this battle. Maybe I should gamble and run. It's better than... My heart leaped from my throat when a hand suddenly clamped my mouth. Shh! This voice? Rexa! Be quiet, you suicidal woman. Rexa whispered, half growling, and oh, how his furious eyes looked ready to kill somebody. Someone with blue hairs, to be more precise. Well, I couldn't care less about it since I was so damn happy to find Rexa. Or darn. He held me close while monitoring me to be more quiet once again, and I nodded. Rexa? Aren't you both supposed to be at your post? Yes, but We thought we needed a search for this avian intruder. A search party has been deployed. Both of you go back to your post. But, do I need to repeat myself? Go. Back. The warriors gulped when they heard Rexa's growl, and I swear I heard them whimper too. Oh, it was pretty comical since they had a bigger physique than Rexa, yet they were scared shitless of him. Oh, pardon my language. Tamra, I don't mind, I love your language. Of course, Rexa. We'll be on our way. Please excuse us. Nice, Rexa. Wimps. Psh, did you see their faces? I thought, what are you doing here? Rexa cut me off with a curt tone. Oh, still don't know how to loosen up, I see. This is no time to loosen up. Do you even realize how close you were to death? Why are you so keen on getting yourself killed anyways? He was really furious, but I felt a bit happy that he cared enough to be angry. Tamara, you're not in this position. You should be happy that you didn't get killed. When we first met, he would either growl or just ignore my presence. Rexa, I'm sorry. I really am, but I didn't get myself killed, right? So everything is A-okay. Rexa scowled. You will someday. You are weak. Ouch. That would usually dampen my mood, but I was still too happy to care. I felt a little playful, but I trust you'll be there to protect me. I readied myself to face his witty or blunt comeback. But surprisingly, he didn't say anything. That was until I heard him whimper, or whisper. You wouldn't be here forever anyway. I couldn't believe my ears. What did you just say? What? I said your trusting nature will be the death of you someday. Ouch. I should have known. I held my hands to my chest and fell down, feigning pain dramatically, and Rex rolled his eyes, unimpressed. Shh, it's almost night. I can't bring you back tonight. What? Who said I want to go back? I flinched when I heard him growl. You really have a death wish. Why are you here anyways? Suddenly nervous with his eyes demanded honesty, I started to fidget and Rexa narrowed his eyes. Spit it out, woman. Here it goes. I just wanted to apologize. You know, that's all I wanted. For a few moments he didn't say anything. He just watched with those emerald eyes which seemed to be boring into my soul. For what? For lying to you, of course. I already told you that I need some time to think, right? Yes, but I still feel bad and I was really worried about you, and you know, your leg wasn't fully recovered yet when you left after all. Is it better now? I moved to check his leg, but he stepped back. It's healed already. Oh, Rexa, I saw you blushing. So, what do you want? I frowned, but I answered anyway. I want your forgiveness and your friendship again. Is that all? What do you mean, is that all? Believe me or not, you've become one of my closest friends for the last 4 months. And I value friendship very highly, mind you. You never lost it. Huh? I was planning to visit you again once the war ends. I never said you're not my friend anymore. So it was just me and my assumptions? Considering it's you, I'm not surprised. I threw him the iciest glare I could produce. Why are you squinting? I'm glaring at you. Gosh dang it, Samara. Right, now cover your hair. We need to move before night descends. I was about to reply with something witty, but Rexa cut me off again when he threw a piece of black cloth to me. Use this. Bristling at how easily he dismissed me, I gritted my teeth and muttered while trying to wrap this black cloth around my head like a hood. Of all the things for your glare to be compared with. Rexa replied with a snort. Again. Rats are scarier than you. Fine, fine. Now, where to go? Hey, I just want to say thank you, whoever created this, or whoever was the artist. You actually drew a hood. I'm so happy. I'm ready. What? Cover half of your face too, Anne. One last thing. What's with the blushing? When Rexa approached me, my heart skipped a beat when he stopped a few paces from me. A little too close for my liking, and I gulped. He suddenly took my right hand and rubbed it with his up to my shoulder. What are you doing? Imprinting my scent. Your scent would be too suspicious otherwise. He took my other hand and repeated the process. Oh, alright. Hey, watch where you're touching. After he finished rubbing my arms, he began to rub my waist and my hips. I was bewildered. And was it just me, or did it suddenly get hot? Maybe it's just you, Tamara. It's either this, or me hugging you, Rexa told me in another curt voice. I couldn't see his face since he was looking down. All I could see was his mask, and I felt strangely disappointed that I couldn't see what his expression was at the moment. I'd rather just hug you. A crazy and bold idea popped into my head. Should I hug him or stay still? Of course we're gonna go in for the hug. What happened in my head, okay? I never knew. What? This is what's behind his head? Okay, let's get on with this. This is so cute. I slowly raised both of my hands and circled my hands around his shoulder. He immediately went stiff. Ugh, I couldn't believe what I'm doing. My face was hot and my heart hammered wildly in my chest. Oh, yes! I knew I was attracted to him, and I shouldn't do this. But the temptation was just too great. Could I blame my hormones? Good Lord, I am so pathetic. I closed my eyes and kept holding him loose so he could break away from me anytime he wanted to. Bracing myself for the rejection, I waited. And waited. And waited. Rexa? He flinched when he heard my voice and I thought I had melted into his arms when I felt his arm circle around my waist and squeezed. I squeezed back, savoring his warmth, and his scent surrounded me like a warm blanket. Ah! He smells like the earth, the forest after the rain, grass and blood, I noted. Great. It was expected. Rexa was a warrior, after all. I sighed and accepted it as a part of Rexa. A part of him that reminded me of what he was. How dangerous he could be, and how he was not perfect. Yet I strangely found this attractive. The smell of blood, okay. Just 4 months ago, I was prepared to lose a finger. Or maybe an arm, while I decided to help him. Hell, I mentally screamed murder when he woke up for the first time. And wow, this is an awkward long hug. He was intimidating, wild, and lethal. And now all I felt while I embraced him was a sense of security. I felt protected and, call me corny, but it felt like nothing could hurt me as long as I was in his arms. Man, how long is this hug gonna be going on? I mean, I love this moment, but it was amazing how things could change in such a short time. As I wondered about the progress of our relationship, Rexa suddenly nuzzled into a crook of my neck and inhaled deeply. I shuddered, but I didn't release my hold on him. After a few minutes, which felt a little too short. A few minutes, a little too... Dude, hugs more than 5 seconds are really awkward. He pushed me back and looked a little flushed. I couldn't be sure though, since I was still a little dazed, drunk from his warmth. Ooh. Rexa cleared his throat again and caught my attention. When we arrive at Nusantara, stay close to me. Don't look at anyone in the eye or speak. Okay? I was still a little dazed from the earlier experience, but Rexa seemed to mistake it as fear. Do you trust me? Yes. I didn't even need to think twice about that, but I was unprepared for what he was about to do. Rexa smiled for the very first time. Oh! Not a grin, not a smirk, not a slight pull on his lips, but a true smile. You'll be just fine if you follow my orders, so don't worry. Also, I'll protect you if anything happens. Rexa, I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. Just follow me. He growled back to his grumpy self. Oh well, good things were short-lived. Guys, I'm gonna leave it on this note, this beautiful, happy note. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click that like button and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. See you guys soon.